Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Mike West here for BSWTV, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Is it on? Here, hold on a second. We got to turn this on for you. Hey, Brian, come on over here, just quickly. It's Brian Seeley from BSW. Voila. We forgot about that. Hey, Brian, I know we're going to mix, product here, but everyone asks about this light next to these cool microphones.
That's right.
So you can buy these at bswusa.com.
Yes, you can. BSW on-air light, $149.
Thanks, man.
It feels more official now, I agree.
Now back to the microphones.
That's right.
We are with Soren Peterson, Senior Product Specialist.
Yes, sir.
For
very,
Shure.
Very formal, very official.
Well, you are pretty official.
That's right.
You make some good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. We've been using these microphones for years. We were just talking about the old
SM5.
SM5, yeah, classic.
The
just
pill.
Classic.
It was about this big. I don't know if they make boom arms. You guys probably sell boom arms that can handle it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Significant microphone from back in the day.
So, tell me a little about you. You've done a lot of stuff, dude. Oh, and you're a drummer.
I am a drummer. I'm a drummer. I've been a drummer since I was in high school, despite my parents' best, they couldn't stop me.
You could only play until 8 o'clock or else the neighbors would bitch about it. Yeah,
exactly. I had to get my own job and buy my own drum set. But yeah, I've been playing drums and recording since I was 14 or 15, and had the same story as many people here at NAB. I grew up with a bucket full of 57s and 58s, and that's kind of always what I knew of recording. And then it's being a Chicago-born guy and working at Shure, based right outside of Chicago. It's wonderful. So
okay. Let me ask you this then: have you ever played or engineered at Shuba's?
I have played at Shuba's. I have not engineered at Shuba's.
Okay, because my son is playing there tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite rooms. It's people go there to listen. They like to hear music.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
Yeah.
So his band is called Telekinesis. They're on Merge Records.
All right.
New album just came out.
Very cool.
So visit Telekinesis tonight at Shuba's in Chicago. Hopefully they'll be using some Shure microphones. I think
they
do.
It's a Shure house for sure.
It is a Shure house. Surely it is.
That's right. Most of Chicago is actually.
So you have some really cool new stuff here at NAB. It's always nice when somebody shows up here and they actually get to see new microphones and new technology.
I agree.
So what do you have?
So we're talking about the 88 Plus video kit here today. This is a kind of out of the box, buy one thing and you're good to go content creator solution for a whole bunch of different content creator types. Everything from podcasters to YouTubers, live streamers. This is a second generation product. A couple years ago we came out with a product called the MV88. This is kind of the follow-up to it. This is called the MV88 Plus. As Shure does, we launch something, we go out in the market, we listen to our customers, we know what's wrong. It's right, it's a Shure product. So it's metal, you could park your truck on it like most of our stuff. Even though it's little, it sounds big and has the same sort of durability that we always do. Passes the same tests as the SM58s and 57s, which is quite a thing to design for. The iPhone that it's connected to usually doesn't, but those are fun days in the lab.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, indeed. So we listened to everything the customers wanted to do, and as the market changed, content's a really fast-moving space. So even simple things like the headphone jack that we have here, people love this. And as those started disappearing off of mobile devices, we get the chance to do that. Live streaming wasn't a thing when we came out with Motive the first time. We announced it, and 3 or 4 months later, Periscope and Facebook Live came out. We kind of crossed our fingers and fired it up, and it kind of worked. It works great on Wi-Fi, just not over the cellular networks, or else you have to put your phone in airplane mode, or you can get some nasty artifacts and interference. So we actually had the chance to design for that for the 88 Plus. So you don't have to do that. You can just plug it in and go live stream from wherever you're at and listen in real time. Plug into a number of devices. We have an iOS and an Android cable in here.
Fantastic.
We do maintain an Android device list. Not all Android devices behave the same. So if you check shure.com/motive compatibility, we're literally hand testing Android phones with our Motive audio and video apps to make sure everything works well. So please check that before you buy or give us a call. But
I know we don't have like a zoom camera here, but if you could this app is super cool.
Yeah, so the microphone is...
You were showing, you can change patterns.
Yeah, so here's the whole deal about that. So
that's wild.
This is the app. This is just in demo mode right now. This is a free app. If you wanted to check us out for yourself, you can go ahead and download it. It's Motive, M-O-T-I-V. Yep, no problem.
There you go, cool.
And there's a couple things you can do with it. When you have the mic plugged in, you get access to our, first of all, we have some live metering. There's also 36 dB of gain right there. We have some quick touch DSP mode, so if you don't want to spend any time tinkering with the settings and all that, you can just hit acoustic guitar, and that gets you a really nice acoustic guitar sound. There's a speech, which is great for speech for YouTube and podcasting and stuff along those lines. There's singing if you're working in GarageBand or any of those mobile devices. Has a kind of a little bit more compressed, a little bit less low end, helps it sit better against a music bed. There's a loud mode, which is great for concerts and rehearsal spaces, stuff like that. And then flat mode, which turns off all the processing if you'd rather do it yourself. You can also change the stereo pattern, which is surprisingly hard to do upside down.
This blows me away, this part.
So this is the thing. It's a mid-side stereo mic. So as opposed to having two microphones set up really specifically and mounted together and then recorded separately and then post-processed, you just got to do this move right here. That's it. So all the settings that you change here live in the mic. So you can configure it however you need. You can close our app. The mic, we're actually changing settings on a DSP chip that lives in the mic itself. We're not doing any sort of app software processing. So that means you can take it to other apps and other workflows without having to change any of that. So you buy the mic, you spend a little bit of time getting it set up. There's different stereo widths from 60 to 135. You can do just cardioid, which is great for that sort of real simple YouTube type of thing, or a voiceover. The speech mode actually sounds awesome for voiceover on the go type stuff. You can do bidirectional, and I'll show you with the mic in a second. This is actually this is a really cool way to get interviews on the go. And then below there's a limiter, there's a 3-stage compressor, 2 high pass, and then even an EQ. And the EQ stays all the time. So if in general you prefer a little bit brighter sound to your microphone, you can take a little bit of low end out, add a little bit of high end in, which is surprisingly hard to do upside down, and then just close that and you're good to go. And all these settings live in the mic until you go back and change them that way. So most of our customers have the same setup over and over again. So it's really nice just to not have to mess with it at all and do that. Yeah.
Oh, what were you going to show us?
With the bidirectional.
Yeah, that is so.
So here's the rest of the stuff that comes in the kit too. We partnered with Manfrotto to get their Pixie tripod, which is awesome, really solid piece. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. We heard each other at the office. So it's a desktop tripod where it folds up in a nice handheld mode. You press this Manfrotto button in, and then you get a little ball head thing, so you can, it really helps if you're on the table, you can get it tilted up right to where you need it to be type thing. Quarter 20 thread on the bottom of the clamp. There's a cold shoe on the top that our mic clip goes into, and then the mic goes, and then iOS and Android cables drop in, and you have a really cool roll-up bag that everything goes in, kind of like your barbecue tool set or your knife bag, if you're a chef or a home cook or anything along those lines.
Thought of everything, man.
So yeah, if you have the microphone in here, put it in bidirectional mode. And now you and I are on axis really cleanly, and it actually does a really good job of rejecting the stuff around it. So we've done some Facebook Lives on our Shure.com page, our Facebook page for sure. Like this, it's a really cool mobile interview if you're running around doing on-camera stuff. What do you think of the election? That little Vox Pop type things. It's just a really flexible kit. So when I go out and talk to content creators, we find out that nobody does the same thing twice. So we sort of shot to leave all the hooks in and let people do what they want, and we can help them get configured and set up real quick.
I predict this is going to kill. This is just really cool.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. So this microphone that we're using to broadcast, and the headphones.
That's right.
No product
we're
placement
on brand
here.
No, not at all.
No. What is it about this microphone that people just dig?
Man, this is one of those things. This microphone came out before I was born, so I don't mind gushing over it because I had nothing to do with it. But yeah, it's just ever since I've known it, I've used it the first time. It's just that wonderful blend of a really tight pattern and a really low output, so it kind of pulls you right into it, right up front. But also it has the versatility where it's a wonderful vocal mic, world class, right? Michael Jackson, Metallica, very storied studio history. Of course, in the broadcast world, it's a top call.
Well, if you're like, I'm a voice work guy.
Sure.
So I'll use like a 416 for quiet stuff.
Yeah.
But this microphone, if you're lucky enough to get a job like a casino commercial or a car commercial.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That's the one.
There's nothing that works like this.
Yeah.
It's bulletproof.
Especially with the as podcasting has exploded the last couple of years. As we go to podcast trade shows, this is the thing that pulls people in off of the out from the aisles now.
And I know it's they still look cool.
Yeah,
after all these years.
It's such a shape that is instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
You know,
you feel like a real professional
you do.
using these microphones.
It just pulls you right into it, makes you talk close and in a lower voice.
Yes.
But yeah, they're wonderful. My studio or my history is more of in the recording studio and the music side. Plenty of voiceover and commercial work like that as well. But same thing, you know, rock and roll guitar cab right to your voiceover for a commercial. It's an incredibly versatile thing.
They told me I should. And if you don't want to divulge any secrets, but they said you're working on something for 2020. Or?
Oh, we got a lot of stuff in the hopper. I can't disclose any fun details.
Come on, man, give it up.
Sorry, man. It's this whole live stream
I understand.
thing. These cameras make no. I'm kidding. We're focusing on podcasting. We're focusing on content. We have a lot of really fun marketing stuff coming. Some contests, some new product. It'll be good. It'll be really, really cool.
Yeah. You never disappoint.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Hey, it's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks so much, man. We love BSW. You guys are always well represented in our you represent our products very well. And,
well, you can buy this stuff at BSWUSA.com, and the phone number. I always forget the damn phone number. 1-800-426-8434.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Take care. Oh, yes. We'll be back here at about 1 o'clock. We'll be talking to Ben Nason from Broadcast Tools, live from NAB 2019, BSW Television. See you in a few.